Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 72 of the Non-League to Legend Save, and it's a special one today. It's FA Cup final day. We're playing Preston in the final, which is a little bit of a shock in itself, but we've got potential issues here. In the last couple of days, we've picked up some injuries. Ollie Kersey's out. Adrian Thompson, he got injured in the last game. Burak Selik is out as well for 3 weeks. Dan Harrington's picked up a knock. Not that that's the end of the world, but I mean, let's get straight into it and let's pick this team together. So Ollie Kersey has picked up a knock. So Claudio is going to come in. Dubois and Anderson are going to keep their place. Steve Parker on 86% fitness. I'm going to drop him. I'm going to play Nigel McCourt. Am I? Am I? I'll revisit that one. I'm not sure. Gomez, Bagunovic, and Collins. I mean, kind of want to play Wendell, but no, Collins was part of that team that beat Manchester United, played very well. Alfie McGee's going to play on that right, Pastor on the left, and then up front, we've got no choice but to give Liam Bentley, is it his first full start? I mean, no, he had one start in the Carabao Cup and one start in the no, that's the European Championship. So, yeah, I mean, he's only started once for us, so this is a bit of a risk, but I've got faith in him. He's a really good player. He just hasn't scored a goal for us yet, which is a worry. But hopefully, given 90 minutes of football, he can score. So on the bench, we've got centre back, full back in Steve Parker, Wendell, and let's have another central midfielder. Let's give Briggsy a chance just in case the holding midfielder needs to come off. Then we want a wide man. So it's a Wobie, Bob Smith, you're in, son, you're in, and then a striker. Hang on a minute, let's see our options here. Bagunovic is our next best option. Let's check under 23s and under 18s, see if anyone else. Bagunovic is the next best option, so what we'll do, if we put another replacement for Bagunovic on the bench, that way if we need to move Bagunovic up, we got someone to replace Bagunovic. I think probably Giraldez. But yeah, I mean it's far from ideal for the FA Cup final. Right now, this Nigel McCourt situation. I don't know what to do. I mean, his morale is good. He's a good enough player. He's never really let me down. But Steve Parker, for Christ's sake, he's 86% fit. That is a little bit low, and he would certainly need to come off. So let's start Nigel McCourt. So Lafont, Claudio, Dubois, Anderson, McCourt, Gomez, Bagunovic, Collins, McGee, Pastor, Liam Bentley. Now, although that's a decent side, that is certainly a side that I would probably be sticking out in, you know, sort of Carabao Cup games and things like that. But I think the strongest part of our team is probably the centre half pairing is normal and the wingers. Um, but yeah, let's get into the FA Cup final and hopefully we can go and lift a cup and we don't get embarrassed like we did against Fulham in the Carabao Cup final. Wembley absolutely rocking. Whoever the manager is of Preston, he's done a hell of a job. They're also in the playoffs, so they're playing a lot of games at the moment. This is a big game, and it turns a good season into a well, it turns an okay season into a good season, I suppose. Champions League football and an FA Cup would be a great season in my opinion. And it's more silverware for the cabinet as well. 11 minutes in, we've got our first highlight. Well won by Claudio into the feet of Bentley. Tries to find McGee, but good play from the Preston fullback. Gomez into Collins. Plays it outside to McGee. Clips one in, and that's come off the bar. Unlucky. Not that it was a shot, but just generally unlucky. It was a good build. Another highlight. Winners. Go on, Bentley. Go on, run at him. This would be a great time for him to get his first goal. McGee flashes one wide, and it's not great. We're going to switch up to control. Don't know why, but we are. Come on, let's keep this pressure on. Let's get an early goal, for Christ's sake. Pastor, McGee, puts up Bagunovic on the edge, takes a couple of shots and puts it inside, but it was really poor. Pastor gets it back into Bagunovic, into the feet of Bentley, who shoots and flashes that just wide as well. Few positives, but I think what we're going to do is go attacking. We're going to demand more. And hopefully we can just keep pumping that pressure on and just nick a goal. I just don't want another game where they're still in the game and they only need a half chance. McGee shoots and hits the post. Gets it back. Oh, Andre Anderson. He'll find McGee, surely. That's a poor ball. 5 minutes till half time. Although we're playing okay, it's still 0-0, which is a real worry. We've got a highlight here at the end of the half. That's going to be a big win from McCourt. It is Pastor into the feet of Bentley. Go one more. Oh, he takes out this left-hand side, puts the cross in. McGee is free, and McGee heads at home. Come on. We're definitely making this look like hard work. We're just going to drop down to control, but that's a good time to score. That is a very good time to score. We didn't want to go in at 0-0. Definitely not. McCourt wins his header well. Pastor plays one to Bentley's feet. Bentley does really well, drives down this left-hand side and then just clips a nice little ball across. And to be honest, McGee really couldn't miss. And I think he still put it in off the bar. 1-0 Arsenal, and it's going to be half-time. When the referee decides to blow for it. There it is, half-time, 1-0. We're okay. We're okay. Give him a bit of a morale boost. Why not? Let's get back out there. I want to see Bentley score, to be honest. He hasn't really done nothing. I thought he was a bit of a bargain, but it just turns out we never really needed him, and we've got such good options out wide now that when Thompson sort of is not needed out wide, he can fill in for Selleck up top. But it would be nice to see Bentley score. Go on, Gomez, win your header. Good lad. Bagunovic lays McGee out wide. Get your cross in. Winners. Oh, Pastor. Did he put that over? I think he did. I kind of lost the ball in flight a little bit there. McGee's looking a little bit tired. Oh, it says he's taken a knock there. He's not injured, but he's taken a knock. Bentley now to run at this Preston defence. Does so. Lays it off to McGee. What can he do? Oh, he shoots and he puts it wide. That's poor. Tempted to make a change and bring McGee off and possibly bring Bob Smith on, but at 1-0 it's a worry. I don't want to weaken this team too much because it's very strange. Whether we play Manchester United or Preston, we kind of play the same type of football, and Pastor has just made it 2-0. And come on, surely Preston can't get back into this game. Can they score 3? Plenty of time for it, but they've created absolutely nothing so far. McGee plays a nice little ball to Pastor, one touch. Pastor finishes. He's been really good this season. We did drop him for a time, and then we started playing him on the left-hand side, and it just woke him up. 57 minutes gone. Another highlight. McGee into Bagunovic, into Collins, into Bentley, and Bentley gets his first goal for the club. We wanted to see it, and what a time to get it in the FA Cup final as well. I mean, it was an easy chance. He didn't have to do a lot, but it doesn't matter. He's got his goal, and I'm really chuffed for him. Bagunovic into Collins, lays it off to Bentley. No one marking him. He's pretty much put it straight at the goalkeeper, but it was too hard and too low. So 60 minutes gone. Let's make some changes. Bob Smith is coming on for Alfie McGee, and then we switch sides with Pastor. Craig Briggs is coming on for Claudio Gomez, and we'll leave the third sub just in case we get any injuries, etc. We don't really want to go down to 10 men. We're on control. We're happy. We're going to tell the boys to concentrate. Claudio down this right-hand side lays in Bentley. Bentley crosses the ball. Bob Smith gets there. He looks so small. Bless him. But nothing wrong with having small wingers, small, tricky little wingers. 77 minutes gone. We're 3-0 up. We're absolutely cruising. We'll make another change. Why not? Who needs a run out? I mean, I'd like to see Parker on the pitch really, but I don't think he'll be overly... Well, he hasn't got a choice. Bagunovic is going to come off for Geraldez. This will probably be the last time we'll see him in an Arsenal shirt. The clock ticks down. 89, 90, 91. There it is. We are the FA Cup winners, and we did it pretty well. I mean, we certainly played a lot better than we did against Fulham. We could not break Fulham down to for love nor money. Possibly another chance here before the game's out. Pastore inside to Collins, inside again to Geraldez. Finds Bentley's feet, good touch, and that's a good pass to Pastore as well. Pastore's going to shoot. It's a off the post and saved, I think. Possibly another highlight. I wouldn't mind seeing Preston get one, just to give him a little bit of FA Cup glory. The court goes back to Lafont. Maybe this will just be one of them extra long end of game highlights. So steady on, Briggsy. Steady on. McCourt to Collins, back to Briggs. Geraldez. Bentley. Go on, have a run at him. Lays out to Pastore in this right hand side. It's a good tackle from the from Nerfville, the Preston fullback. 15 seconds left. That's your lot, referee. Great win though. I think this is the second time we've won the FA Cup now. I mean, we've won most things with Arsenal, to be fair. Most things of note anyway. Full time, 3-0. There we go, look at that. Red and white everywhere you look. And to be honest, our final was the game against Manchester United in the last episode. It really was. There we go, look. Head of the pack. Trophy in arms. Love and life. Tell the boys they played well. Completely agree. Happy days. So now we have got a huge... Oh, we've just had an achievement. Cup glory. I take it that's for winning the nation's top cup competition. Don't know how we didn't unlock it last time we won the FA Cup, but there we go. Arsenal celebrate a double. they've told us we've won a double because our under-23s won the Checkatrade Trophy this season. Doesn't quite count for me, but there we go. Alfie McGee, only out for 5 to 6 days, not a problem. Arsenal lift FA Cup. Bonuses paid out. Selleck 613 grand, and I got 250 grand. We're making a fortune out there. Arsenal to receive 1.94 million, 2 times in a row for Arsenal. Superb. Pre-season odds 6 to 5, so we were bang on favourites to win it. Arsenal board happy with FA Cup win. To win it twice in a row, superb, superb. Praise Bentley. I certainly will. An assist and a goal. You've done very well, my son. Very, very well. So what we're going to do, I'm going to push on a few days just to see if there's any news items that I can give you, but we've got a massive pre-season ahead of us. We need to strengthen so that we're in a position to start looking to sort of challenge for the Premier League, to be honest. It's going to be really, really, really hard to challenge Manchester United for it. But I want to be within touch and distance with sort of 10 games to go. So let's skip on and see, I don't know, any awards, any things like that. We've got the overall best 11 here. I mean, Lafont's in, Nigel McCourt is in, Iwobi, Xhaka, but I mean, I thought there'd have been a few more of our starting players from now in this team, to be honest, but we're certainly not going to get too broken-hearted. Roberto Firmino still chosen as the striker, the 36-year-old who is at Watford. Doesn't really appear too often for them. Arsenal best 11, where are they now? Granit Xhaka plays for Galatasaray. Lacazette still at Celtic. Seri turns out for Akhmat Grozny. End of season awards. Burak Çelik with pretty much 50% of the vote gets fans player of the season, and you really can't argue with that. Goal of the season, we'll show you that. Why not? And it's against Tottenham. So this was, I can't remember the result actually. I'm trying to remember the goal. I really can't. Let's have a little look. Parker clears Selleck, beats his man to it. Oh, is this where he beats everyone? Look at that. Beats 1, beats 2. Goal of the season, though? I mean, I suppose it was in an iconic 6-1 win against Tottenham, so I can kind of understand it, but there's been better goals scored than that anyway. Signing of the season, Burak Çelik, 44.5 million from Hoffenheim. Young player of the season, Burak Çelik. I mean, let's just look at him. He's now 4.5 star. He came to us at 3.5 star with bags and bags of potential. I mean, he's world class. There's nothing more you can say. He's world class. But we do play him as a false nine, which kind of you maybe don't get to see the best out of him, but it works in the tactic. 2027-28 season review. We lost in the first knockout round versus PSG. Disappointing. We had, I think, was it 1 or 2 men sent off in the away leg. Finished 4 in the Premiership. That's the minimum acceptable finish in the Premier League for me. We lost in the Super Cup to Paris Saint-Germain. We won the FA Cup, lost in the final of the Carabao Cup, and lost the Community Shield to Manchester United. So I think we're just a few additions away from sort of really challenging the better teams out there. So in terms of dynamics, everything's looking good. Everyone's happy. Dressing room atmosphere not fantastic. That's because of all the people that are just, I don't know, broken promises and things. It's not been fantastic. But in terms of who supports us, 13 players support us. 1 player opposes us, which is Gomez, which is a shame, but it is what it is. End of season team meeting. Let's get this underway. Passionate. I think we can qualify for the Champions League. Top half, yeah, they'll love that one. I, I'm not going to tell them we're aiming to win the title. I can't. So I'm going to tell them about the Champions League. Yeah, they seem happy with it. It's exactly the sort of reaction we were after. Pastor was absolutely fuming with that. I just caught that at the end. Very pleased with the leadership. So we've turned what could have potentially been an absolute shocker of a season into an acceptable one. It's not been the worst finish in the world at all. So happy days. So I've got a massive pre-season to do here. It's going to take a long time, and we need to make sure we get the right players in. We've only got, what was it, 70 million to spend. Um, it's going to be tough to hugely improve our team with that kind of money, but possibly a few players leaving as well. We're going to try and improve our youth facilities. No, they don't want to do it because of the financial situation. But yeah, it's been a good season in the end anyway, and we've got a couple of things up here that I'll just show you as well. I do want to get some reports from some people. Liam Bentley made the squad. That's good. I mean, lots of players. Alfie McGee, well done, son. You've been brilliant. Certainly deserved it. Some top players going here. Burak Çelik breaks goal scoring record. He's 46 goals. It beats Thierry Henry's record of 39 goals. And Thierry Henry is a coach with us. Terrible coach, really, or a very average coach anyway. But I wanted him on board. He's a club legend. Burak Çelik sets record for most player of the match awards. He got 13. Previously, it was set by Adrian Thompson at 10. Happy days. Look at that. Steve Parker, 4.5 star. World class. I completely agree. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. So there we go. That's the end of the season. It's the end of this episode. And I will catch you next season where we're going to go through the transfers and play probably our first game of the season. So thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll do my best to bring you daily content. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.